Welcome to the New School of Marketing podcast, the place for smart, simple strategies that will amplify your business results. Sharing practical tips, insider knowledge, and actionable advice because marketing is something that every business owner can do. Now, let's get started. Introducing your host, Bianca McKenzie, mum, lover of snow sports, camping, horse riding, and in-demand launch strategist and Facebook advertising knowledge bank.
Hey, welcome back to the New School of Marketing podcast. I'm so grateful to you for tuning in. Before we dive into this episode, I would love to pay my respect and acknowledgement to the Palawa people of Lutruwita, who are the traditional owners of the land on which my business operates. And I pay my respect to the elders past and present. Okay. If you have ever felt unsure about how much to spend on your Facebook and Instagram ads, or you're worried about wasting money, tune in, stay around, because this is for you. I'm going to dive into budgeting for actual success with ads, how to set up your ad spend in a way that maximizes your return on investment and that helps you achieve the goals that you're setting for your business. So let's dive in. Let's start with the big picture. Why does budgeting actually matter? And I'm not just talking about Facebook ads here, although that's the thing I'm going to talk about. But, setting a budget matters. Now, Facebook ads, and just for the record, I'm going to say Facebook ads, but we know it's Meta ads, Instagram ads. It's all the same thing, right? I'm going to say Facebook ads because that's what I'm used to, but it also means Instagram ads. So Facebook ads can be incredibly powerful, but it can also be a place where money can disappear super fast if you don't have a plan. And many businesses either spend too little and they don't see results, or they completely blow their budget on the wrong campaigns. Having a proper budget ensures that you're getting the best value for your investment. And, I really don't want you to make rookie mistakes. So let's dive into this so that you don't. Now, your budget should always tie back to your goals. So what are you trying to do here? Are you trying to build brand awareness? Are you actually trying to drive traffic to your website? Are you trying to generate leads? And each of these requires a different approach. So, for example, if your goal is brand awareness, you want to focus on reach campaigns. But if you're after conversions, you'll want a larger budget for retargeting, bottom of funnel ads. So clarity on your goals will help you allocate your budget wisely. Now, let's talk numbers. One of the biggest questions I hear is, how much should I spend on Facebook ads? Honestly, I wish I got paid for that every time I got asked. And the answer depends on a few key factors. It depends on your customer acquisition cost. It depends on your lifetime customer value. And it depends on how much you're actually willing to invest to get results. If you're unsure, I would say start small. Let's say $10, $20 a day. And then you can scale up once you see what's working. Keep in mind, though, a small budget like that, it will take some time to take off. So don't go 3 days later going, I spent $30, nothing's happened, I'm going to turn it off, because that doesn't work. It's going to take time. So if you are going to dedicate a budget for at least 3 to 6 months and stick with it. Look at the numbers daily and then fine tune. I would say if you have a small budget of like $10, $20 a day, let it run for a week at least so that you can then look at the numbers. And testing is crucial in the early stages. So don't forget to review your numbers regularly and make adjustments. But I also want to say, don't go in too early. Like I said, don't turn it off after 3 days because you haven't got enough data. Your budget is too small to have even collected any of that. So I would say be prepared to invest $500 and potentially see nothing in return because you need a testing budget. And if you do not have that, if you're not willing to, let's say, risk $500, then don't start with ads. Because yes, you can see return, you can see results, but there's also that potential that you don't. The thing is though, even if you do not see a monetary return on your investment, you will be getting data, and that data will help you make changes so that you can make improvements and potentially get that monetary return. Just want you to be really clear on that. It's not going to happen overnight. So once you've set your overall budget, it's time to divide it across your campaigns. And I recommend thinking about the customer journey. So you've got your top of funnel, TOF, as we often talk about it, top of funnel for awareness. You've got your middle of funnel, MOF, for engagement. And then you've got your bottom of funnel, BOF, for conversions. Generally speaking, we spend the most amount of money at the top of the funnel. If you think about a funnel that's wide at the top and narrow at the bottom, so there's more people going in at the top and coming out at the bottom. So generally your top of the funnel is a bigger audience. So that's where we usually spend the most amount of money. So I will kind of look at spending at least 50 to 70% on awareness ads or lead generation ads. And then some at that middle, like some engagement ads to sort of add to that trust building. And you can leave the middle of funnel out if you don't have that budget. You can literally go top of funnel and bottom of funnel. It does help with getting people sort of like to trust you more. So if you can at all set some money aside for that middle of funnel budget, that's really good. And then at the bottom, I would say at least 10 to 20% on retargeting ads. Now, you don't need as big a budget there because the audience will be smaller than it would at the top of the funnel. But retargeting is especially powerful because you are reaching people who already know your brand somewhat. So try to at least have, 50 to 70% at the top of the funnel and then 10 to 20% at the bottom of the funnel and then some at the middle of the funnel. Okay, finally, let's make sure that every dollar you spend is working hard for you. You want to keep a close eye on all of your numbers. You want to look at your cost per click. And I tend to look at my cost per link click and link click-through rate. So there's all these abbreviations. So cost per click, CPC, click-through rate, CTR. I generally look at my link CTR. And you want to look at your return on ad spend. So your ROAS. All of these numbers will show up in your Ads Manager dashboard. They will only show up if you actually have installed your data sets, or pixels as they used to be called, on your website. So make sure that you have all of that installed so your website or your landing pages are actually communicating back to Facebook and telling them, yes, someone's come through as a lead kind of thing. So keep an eye on all your numbers. If a campaign isn't performing well, you can pause it. You can analyze the data and potentially test some new ideas. Or you might need to make some changes on your infrastructure. For example, you might want to test a different landing page at some point. Scaling successful campaigns is where the magic happens. So once you have cracked that nut, that elusive Facebook ads nut, that's where you can go, okay, let's put some fuel on the fire. Now we can blow it up kind of thing, as in expand it, amplify it. But you have to start with a solid foundation. So you can start with a small budget, start testing, look at your numbers. What is it telling you? Are lots of people clicking but not actually signing up? That's a sign of your landing page not converting. It's got nothing to do with the ads. So another one is, are lots of people signing up to your freebie but not converting to your paid thing? You have to start digging into your funnel. Where are they dropping off? where is the disconnect? So it's got, again, nothing to do with the ads. It's actually your funnel or potentially your offer. So every single piece of data will tell you somewhat of a story, and it's up to you to figure out what that means. Like, what does it mean that lots of people want your freebie, but they're not paying you to work with you? And it's not to do with you. Just want to put that in there. It's somewhere along the lines. So maybe at some point, along email 4, the subject line isn't strong enough and not enough people are opening your email, and then they're dropping off. You need to investigate every single piece of your funnel and figure out where the bottleneck is. Okay. Budgeting for Facebook ads doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be overwhelming. With the right approach, you can literally make sure that your ad spend delivers results and supports your business goals. Remember, you can test things. You can start small. You can start with $20, $20 a day, and look at the numbers, and then you can adjust along the way. I will share in the show notes, I will share an episode of one of my students who has run ads for 18 months. And in her episode, she literally shares what's working, what's not working, what happened along the way, where she needed help, it's looking at basically her journey of getting ads to work for her. I will share that in the show notes. Thank you so, so much for tuning in to the New School of Marketing podcast. I hope it was helpful. And I'm always excited to share marketing tips and strategies with you. So I'll be back next week to share more. And if you are ready to take your business to the next level with Facebook and Instagram advertising, make sure that you head to newschoolofmarketing.com, where you'll find practical free resources. And if you want to grow your business, but you don't want to spend all of your time on slow and unpredictable organic social media, then the Aimful Ads Academy is for you. It's literally the place to learn how to be seen by your audience, how to attract the right people as leads and turn them into paying customers with my proven 4 ad stack method. Plus, as a part of the program, you'll have one-on-one access with me. I'm a marketing strategist with over 10 years experience, so that you don't have to navigate ads alone. I'm here to help you be seen, attract leads, and get more paying customers. And remember, make sure you subscribe to the podcast so that you never miss an episode. I can't wait to keep this journey going with you. Until next time, take care and market your business every day.